All right, welcome back. So, we've talked about doing original grading, we've talked about doing resubmission grading, manual grading, we've talked about the difference between dynamic and static CSVs, and how dynamic ones are kind of what you're supposed to be working on if you need to make manual edits in between grading sessions, and static ones are what are stored here. So the question becomes, okay, say you went through, and let's do this really quick. I come through and I do some manual grading on some files that I selected, and the program runs. It does some resubmission grading because that's what I told it. I told it everything I selected should be graded as though it were turned in during a resubmission period. Boom, it says, do you want to accept this grading effort? Now, this checkpoint right here is meant to address the subject of this video, which is what if you messed up. So, if you messed up and you went, crap, I wasn't supposed to click manual, or I wasn't supposed to be doing this at all, this is your chance of redemption. You can click no, and it will discard the work that it just did. It will not write out a new file. It will not alter the file. Notice that the last time I made a video and ran the function was, ran the autogritter was at 1023. It's now 1028. So it did not overwrite the current dynamic file. It did not overwrite, or it did not add on any static files here to the archives folder. Everything is A-okay. It's as it should be. So that's the purpose of the checkpoint, is for you to be able to discard old work and move on with your life. Now say you have a brain fart, so let's run this again. Manual grading, resubmission. It's treating everything that I've told it to select as a resubmission. It finishes. Do you want to accept this grading effort? And you have a brain fart and you say, oh, yeah, I do. And then it says, have you uploaded grades to Learning Suite? You upload the grades to Learning Suite, and it says, have you uploaded to Google Drive and sent out feedback? You go ahead and do that. And it says, Lab 9 grading complete, and all of a sudden at this point you wake up and stop playing Minesweeper in the corner on your second monitor and go, oh crap, I was not supposed to do that. What do you do? How do you fix this mistake? Well, the short answer is you contact your instructor or the other the head TA that knows the system architecture a bit better, and have them fix it. But this is to give you an idea of what they're going to do. So what the program did was update your current, your LabX graded current, the dynamic CSV, and it also updated the static CSV, added on a new one here. So you're going to come in and you're going to say, okay, here's the new one that it just added on. You're going to, or not you, but the person in charge is going to delete this, and it's also going to delete the most recent static CSV. Now, if you'll notice that I know it's the most recent because it was modified the soonest. So I think you can do this in Windows as well. You can sort the files that you're looking at by when they were last modified. You want to select the most recent one and delete that. Now what the program is going to do when it opens up and runs the next time, when it starts grading, it's going to first look for a dynamic CSV. There isn't going to be one, so it's going to go into the archives and it's going to pull the most recent static CSV, and it's going to use that to remember what work it's done in the past. So as long as you've only created one, you're going to want to delete everything that you messed with. The program never goes back in and alters static CSVs, and neither should you. You should never alter static CSVs. They're for archive purposes only, and for the program to be able to read in and remember things. So since you've deleted the bad one, the one where you did the crappy resubmission manual grading that you weren't supposed to do. Now the next time anybody comes in and runs the program, they're going to pull the static CSV from before that, and that's what the program is going to go off of, and everything will be A-okay. So you've just fixed your heinous crime mistake. Excellent. Thank you very much, and I'll catch you on the flip side.